Hey guys, welcome to our another episode of Friday Night Game Night. I'm Mike.
I'm Woody.
And I'm Steve.
And we're doing our part 2 of the Cowabunga Collection.
Mm-hmm.
So,
part 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had that poster on my wall over there.
Man.
I hope it's not The Secret of the Ooze. Three dudes in one room. I don't want to know what The Secret of the Ooze is.
Oh, I do.
It's no secret. I think I can tell you that.
So, we're going to play some of the arcade games. Well, there's only 2 to play right now.
Right.
We're not really going to do Hyperstone Heist or Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo because, like I said, me and Steve already did that.
Remember to watch those.
Yes,
somebody.
I'll put the link in the description for that.
I gotta be honest though, I didn't bring any quarters, so if you could spot me.
Yeah, I think I spot you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oof.
Oh, look at that. Purple and blue.
Oh, what?
Just everyone for a start, a lot. I'm gonna need like 76.
You know what?
Wow.
We wasted enough quarters on this. We deserve it for the
I
line.
know, right?
See, I'm used to playing Pokemon Go. I'm used to using my
Yeah, that's a lot of quarters right there.
That's good. 122.
Fire!
Michelangelo! You need some testosterone for something.
Of course, it'd be an arcade has the actual song.
I think it's all Michelangelo the youngest. He hasn't gone through puberty yet. He's like, fire!
So how long have we waited to be able to play play Ninja Turtles
Too long.
in our home like this?
Have you guys recorded an episode on Shredder's Revenge?
We did.
Oh, yep.
Did you?
Recently, 3-parter. Remember to watch that, everybody.
That's you play online.
Oh, yeah.
It's really-
6 people.
I guess.
Now that is a great game, but for me it doesn't have the same replay value as Street Rage 4.
I'd agree with you there. Although Super Shredder is way harder in that one.
Oh, yeah.
than he is in the
But I
other.
gotta say, like, the company that made both Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and that's like the beat 'em up
Yeah.
developer right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
doing such good work.
I mean, I was secretly hoping that we get the skins from the different games, but I think because Konami owns it, they couldn't get the right. I don't know why they didn't do it.
I do think they went too hard. They leaned a little too hard into the 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't like that version of Slash, even though he has the Archie comics version and that kind of thing. But I like the blue black mask of Slash.
And you can't tell the Turtles apart, which I didn't like, because I remember playing multiplayer over Eric's, and it was just hard
Yeah.
to tell who you were.
Man.
Very hard to tell, yeah.
I mean, here they're all the same color, but if you play Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, depending if you switch comic book or anime, the Turtles look at different colors.
Those ones is not too hard because you can only do 2 people. So
Yeah.
it's,
But here you can tell.
like this old friggin' computer here, huh?
Yeah. Turtles.
I think Turtles in Time is probably the only game I can think of where Rocksteady's not the first bad guy you fight.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true.
Hyperstone Heist.
Oh, even in the now that I'm thinking about it, even in the first NES game, he's the.
So Hyperstone Heist, you don't fight him till like.
And you don't fight people up in Hyperstone Heist.
So there's a reason behind that. That was back when Nintendo was like, you're signing our contract, it means you can't release any games, any of our games or our IPs on any other competing systems.
Oh.
So that's why we didn't get a Castlevania for a while, Ninja Turtles. They found a loophole. They did a port of this game for Sega Genesis. That's how they got the loophole. So that's why you have certain characters that you don't. You can play as Rocksteady, but not Bebop.
Interesting.
We should tell who's what turtle, just in case there's any Friday Night Game Night groupies who have who are favorite members. they want to root for that.
I don't want to put any of them on the spot right here, you know. Just know I love you all.
In the comments, try to guess who's who.
Yep.
Well, we haven't had our biggest fan on here yet, Mr. Brian the Void.
Yeah, we gave him a big shout out on the Portal episodes there. But we did have Zach on one episode.
We did.
Yeah, Zach's the first, he gave us that teenage perspective on Minecraft. And if you're watching this, Zach, we still thank you for that, buddy.
My son Ben was very surprised you guys played Portal.
Mikey needs the beats up there more than anybody else.
I also kind of played it for my nephews. They love Fortnite, so I kind of did it for them too. Because they kept saying, "Play Fortnite, play Fortnite."
Falling down the sewer, by the way, should not hurt.
No, and you know what I also hate in these games? Right before you fall into the sewer, and then you jump into it at the end of the level.
If anything, it should charge you up.
Yeah. Like here, we're gonna fight Bebop here.
Oh, watch out, because that sign's gonna fall down.
One of us is gonna fall into that sewer. Then we're gonna jump down it. I always thought that was a crock.
You know, it's
shit.
not that. And what Streets of Rage game also does that? It has the falling sign in the beginning of the level. Is that one or two?
Oh.
It's one of them though. You can see it in your head, right?
I think it's the first one. No, it's not. It's the third.
Maybe I'm thinking of Final Fight.
I think so.
I gotta tell you though, Bebop in this game walks like the little kid from Bad Santa. I'm just over here swinging and I'm checking around.
Yeah.
So this has fewer levels than the NES Ninja Turtles Studio.
Right, the snow level is only in the NES version.
The snow level and one other level towards the end. I forget what it is off the top of my head. So
ironically, in Contra, the NES version, the actual level in that, snow level.
They really like their snow level.
Yeah, it's like, well, we got to make this game for the NES now. Throw in a snow level.
Which, little side note, it has nothing to do with Turtles. Like Cuphead, it's just Contra.
Yeah.
But like, I'm good at Contra, but I'm horrible at Cuphead. I don't know why that is. It's because there's too much going on.
In Cuphead, there's a parry system. That's actually a lot in a lot of games nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of just makes it a little harder because then you have to like time that right.
Well, I think the thing also might be is because it's so like detailed and like artistic that I think you get distracted by everything going on.
Because it's so beautiful. Not that Contra doesn't have its own like, but that's you're in the game with that.
Yeah.
It's Cuphead, you can just watch.
I think it's like an overload of like your senses are overloaded.
Never finished Cuphead.
My son.
I haven't got past the first level.
My son, my youngest 9-year-old, he beat it and told me he only did it because he wasn't playing with me because I dragged him down. And I'm like, well, when you're right, bud. When you fight him, you saw a rat run away, Mousers.
Yeah, they're not doing their job. They're more or less coming after us.
This would be defective Mousers.
Oh.
Shit. Well, I was gonna take that pizza, but now whoever else.
Good thing you got like $20 worth of quarters in this game.
You know, I just came from there and you assholes knocked me over. See, when one turtle gets their thing, we should all get it.
Well, I noticed in Shredder's Revenge they do have
and that's awesome.
The pizzas that do that, yeah.
Especially since they don't give you a lot of pizzas. Either that, there should have been 3 pizzas there.
So far, I do like this arcade port, though. It rolls well. I wonder how much they ported in the Xbox version, though, of the port. I remember, what was it, Sonic Origins. We noticed a little bit of similarity between that and the Sonic CD port there.
That was an exact duplicate or port.
Like human Baxter stuff in this.
Oh, human!
So my canon timeline of the Turtles is Turtles 1, 2, and 3, Hyperstone Heist, and then Turtles in Time. Because in Hyperstone Heist, you fight human Baxter Stockman. In Turtles in Time, you fight him as a fly.
I think the first Turtles game is done in continuity.
Because then, canonically, the flame guy, the chainsaw guy, would have to be.
Well, if we go by the Japanese version, then yes. Because they're called the Extreme Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Uncle Phil.
I was well into my 30s when I realized that. Maybe late 20s. So, I remember playing in this new arcade. When you fight Rocksteady and Bebop at the same time, that was awesome. especially when you're by yourself. That was just, I mean, you pumped quarters in.
You know, they did have a new arcade game based on the 2012.
And that game, that was awesome.
And that's also very enjoyable to play with a group of.
There have been rumors that Konami might be bringing another Turtles compilation, but the 2000s games.
Let's do it.
The Battle Nexuses and all that.
Those are fun games.
Yeah. And when Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus 2 came out, or whatever the second one was, that was the first time you were able to play this game as portable. Not portable, but on your home console.
There were other Game Boy Advance games.
Turtles,
right? Yeah.
I got one of them now. It's down over there. It's pretty cool.
You know what's a pretty good game is that one that came from PlayStation 3 that's based on the IDW genre.
Oh, Iron Shells or something? Or Out of the Shadows.
That's a good game also.
I got that on the PS3.
Okay, alright.
Well, you guys see those come out again.
Nickelodeon still either published this or had a role in it. You'd think they would have tried to get this game out before Shredder's Revenge.
Well, which is really funny too, because the games they keep on coming out with the collections is like based on the '80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Which is the one thing that the Nickelodeon doesn't have rights to. Is the,
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing it beaten up in the style of 2012.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we were just talking about. They have an actual arcade.
Yeah, we played that at my bachelor party.
If you go to they have.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They also have that fun spot.
Explain to the folks at home your bachelor party and the fun we had on this bachelor party.
So our bachelor party was at the church. We went to Sunday Mass, and that was it.
And they had a turtle arcade. It was really weird.
Exactly. No, we went down. Where did we go down to? Mohegan's Sun.
Yeah, Mohegan.
To the Comic-Con.
Terrificon.
Like, this is where all the money in the offering plates go into this turtle.
I still regret not meeting Val Kilmer.
And I made a fool out of myself in front of one of my favorite comic book artists, Todd Knock.
Yeah, what can you do? I don't think you made a fool. I think you seem very.
Explain to the audience what he writes.
He did the Clone Saga. He did Young Justice back in the day. Just an awesome '90s artist.
He's the guy they called when Mike Riengo or J. Scott Campbell couldn't keep their deadlines.
I was starstruck. And he was dressed like Peter B. Parker, so that didn't help either. And the reason why I wasn't talking to him, because his wife was like, guys, just let him, not in a rude way like some of the creators can do. He's like, oh guys, he's about to do a demonstration. If you want to just hang around and watch him do it and ask the questions later. So that's what I did.
Then you're unbelievably socially awkward.
That too.
People even admire and respect.
So I walked away because it didn't help that my brother and my Brian the Boy, so there's two Brian the Boys. We've discussed that in length.
Yeah, so watch for older episodes. We've gone through this.
And my brother calls your Brian the Boy fake Brian the Boy.
Well, to me, he is the fake Brian the Boy.
So they were complaining, like, oh, I'm so bored, I need to go drink, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, I got to shut these guys up.
Where was I when all this happened? Did I just wander off?
I think you were with Brian and...
Not Brian, John and Eric? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was him. Oh, yeah, I was off by Siphon Filter for PlayStation 1. I remember that, yeah.
So Steve can fill us in what Todd Knock did as I walked away. He was like...
Basically what we did is we said, hey, we do this podcast on Spider-Man, and we talk about Spider-Man quite a bit. Big fans, we've read a lot of your stuff. Maybe we can have you on the show sometime. Which he seemed very receptive of.
Yeah.
And so his wife went to go get his. He went to his wife to get the information, a card or something like that. Which Mike just turned his back and walked away. And when the guy and Todd Knox sat there with his hand out in the card, and Mike just kept on walking.
Well, no, his wife gave me a card too.
That's something like that. Either way, he was very receptive and probably would have been on the podcast.
Yeah,
and Mike just said, "That's okay. I'd rather just."
So if you're watching this podcast, say it, Mike. Say sorry.
I'm sorry. I think I have. I'm just starstruck.
Yeah, that happens.
I was like that with Stan Lee. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to Stan Lee. I'm gonna tell him how much I appreciate.
You think in your head, oh, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, and then it just comes out. And you're like,
everyone else is putting their arm around him. I walked to him, I'm like, hey, Stan Lee. I'm like, I shrunk. I was like starstruck.
Now, if Todd Knox were on it, what would you talk to him about?
I'd probably just be like, hi.
It would be like a Chris Farley show.
Yeah.
And we were like, remember that time you drew Young Justice?
That was awesome.
That was great.
That was awesome.
I definitely talk about the Clone Saga and how I wish he was on more books.
And you'd be like, well, I didn't draw any of the issues of the original Clone Saga. Like, oh, you're right. Stupid!
Damn it.
Ah. These things are even annoying in Shredder's Revenge.
Mm-hmm. They look a lot cooler here, though.
They do, yeah.
I was so into Ninja Turtles that I even made Lego Ninja Turtles. I made the Turtle Van. I didn't color my Legos green, though, which I wish I did.
I wish there was you know how they have those Lego Marvel, Lego DC? I wish there was a proper Lego Ninja Turtles game.
Well, yeah.
I even had to do like a Mega Block. I think they had
They did have Mega Block Ninja Turtles, and they're crazy expensive.
Stuff, yeah. They're pretty good, too. I had the Krang one, and yeah. I never got the Technodrome one. The Technodrome one was pretty great.
Then they re-released Mega Block ones, too. They're a little bit more affordable, but even then, that's still pretty...
Well, they had the regular Mega Block sets, and then they had like those cool, like, Mirage ones that were like black and white and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I most of the time I'm playing, I'm losing track of Turtle Lane.
Yeah.
Mike, why don't you have the people at home have a drink real quick?
Oh, we're recording, so take a drink.
Let's bust this joint.
Bust this joint. Oh, Splinter!
Sure, we sure do unrecognizable voice in the turtle. The only problem with arcades now is that it's too damn expensive.
You don't think a proper arcades are. It doesn't come around anymore.
Yeah. Fun World, Fun Spot.
Yeah. Like, I would love to get a GameCube collection going, like a proper one. I only got like 6 games or so.
And they're expensive too.
Either, one, the games are super expensive, or I already got the game on the Wii, or the Wii U, or something adjacent. The only real like GameCube game I want to play that I don't get is Eternal Darkness. It's the bomb game.
Well, there is a rumor that Twilight Princess and Wind Waker is coming out on the Switch.
And even then, I could just play those on my Wii U, so...
Well, you know it's only a matter of time before they do the same thing they do with the 64 and the Nintendo and just pour it onto it.
I would much rather have the HD remake of Ocarina of Time on the Switch.
Oh, what, the 3DS version? Was that in high def? Is the 3DS high def?
I don't think so. Or maybe, man, I don't know.
It's in HD because it was the HD remake.
I can say something. Speaking of Zelda, though, you guys ever watched the movie The Dark Black Cauldron, the Disney movie?
Oh, the 70s?
Yeah.
I did actually watch a bit of it, yeah.
I just watched it recently because I was watching a video on John Bluth, and so that movie is basically just like Disney Legend of Zelda.
I heard Legend of Tom Cruise is very Zelda-like, too.
Ridley Scott. Remember that one.
That's why I do want to get that. We'll watch it, I should say.
But yeah, if you ever... If you have a Disney Plus account, watch The Black Cauldron and notice the comparison between that and Legend of Zelda.
Is it animated or is it
It's animated, yeah. It was a financial failure for them because it was too dark and everything else, and there were 4 different directors. Tim Burton was actually a designer on that too. And they fired him. They didn't like his designs, and then he ended up beating them in the theater with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, I've been on a Don Bluth tear lately.
Speaking of Don Bluth, we should sometimes do a Dragon's Lair episode.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it's on the Switch, or one of the newer consoles. And it's the Laserdisc game.
By the way, Ryan Reynolds, if you're watching, where's the movie? I thought you guys were making a movie out of it.
Oh, he would totally be dirty.
They should make that and a Space Ace.
Because I do know that Ryan Reynolds does watch our Friday night game.
Oh, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is one of the biggest fans we got here.
We know Trey, we know who you are. We know Patrick is really Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pat and Ryan, they hang out.
Thank you.
I will say that the actor, or the guy who played Leonardo, Mike Cassio, does like a lot of Ninja Turtle posts.
You just found the Technodrome. You're in the Technodrome.
It goes on a second draw, and then it immediately goes to another title card. We found it.
Amazing how much quicker this game is when you have more people. And compared to the NES version.
Well, and that too, the NES version does run a lot slower.
Yeah. And it's harder. More badass music.
Getting hit in the shell shouldn't hurt you. You should just make an annoyed face. Like, hey, I just got a wax, dude.
I think I just swallowed a frog.
Oh, it wasn't an ancestor. What?
This is so stupid. Even when I was a kid, I was like, why would you think that?
Yeah.
Fucking frog. But it was funny because it was freaking Corey Feldman.
See, I always think that line's connected with the Jurassic Park series. Because you know how like they take the frog and then they make the dinosaurs out of that? Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the shared universe. I don't know. That'd be cool. Why not?
And we must say it, it's not a beat 'em up if it's not an elevator
You
level.
need at least one.
Yeah.
It's a short elevator level, but it's an elevator level.
Still counts. Oh, 3 turtles.
I guess we should call it the moving platform level.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you got train levels sometimes. I like the levels where you're on the back of a truck and you're just fighting dudes as they come along.
I'm surprised they never, in the later games, they never got to the point where Michelangelo used that grappling hook instead of the nunchucks, like he did in the cartoon.
Hey, look, I found a couple quarters here.
Damn it, I hate that the menu button is LR.
It's Crag. Was it Crag, is that name?
I think so.
Crag.
Isn't it like Corporal or General or something like that?
It's Benjamin J. Grimm.
He's just in my ass.
It's Ben Grimm if he had a nipple ring.
I got a few more quarters.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ultimate Ben Grimm.
What a revolting development.
My sweet Aunt Petunia always said, I'm going to be dining on turtle soup.
I eat my turtle soup on Yancey Street.
This is like the Rob Liefeld
Yeah.
thing.
At least he's not quoting Roadhouse when he fights us. We're not going to say that on here now.
I almost did.
Yeah, for the kids.
I would have killed him too. I would have ripped his throat out too after someone told me
He's
that.
got big Hellboy hands.
And you'll come back for the third one.
Wow. That's the one thing I never liked about Krang, his voice.
I remember Krang sounding different. And then when I hear, I'm like, I played Shredder's Revenge, it's like the original actor. And I'm like, oh, I always remember him sounding like more like a frog.
So after watching like Ninja Turtles Forever and all that jazz, and 2012, they made these turtles like buffoons.
I remember seeing that. I was so goddamn mad.
Yeah, that's like a Peter Laird thing, but Peter Laird hates the show.
And I get where he comes from because the original Turtles are all gritty and stuff, but
I just don't remember them being that goofy.
Yeah, they weren't
or
that
useless.
goofy. Even Leonardo, Like, I get Michelangelo acting like that, but don't make Leonardo Raphael bad.
So I did watch the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie.
What do you think?
So, I never liked the fact that Raph was the new leader. I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I don't think I'm going to watch the cartoon show itself, but like...
But the animation is spectacular.
Oh, it is. And Leo finally got more serious after this.
Yeah.
Though, I wish I watched that before Sonic came out, because I'm like, okay, it's just Sonic as a turtle.
Yeah.
Because it's, what, Ben, I can't pronounce.
Think of his name. But I'm not going to say, now that's my turtle, Rise of the TMNT, but it's definitely, it's worth the watch, though. It's not worth us missing.
Yeah. the strategy guys that don't fight the clones. It's kind of hard.
I wouldn't mind seeing a beat 'em up in Rise of the TMNT though. I do like those little like mystic weapons, the powers they have. It reminds that the show. The more I watch, I watch the show with my littlest because he likes it. If I put it in the context of it's like Big Trouble Little China, then like okay.
Well, for me, I always saw that as the Teen Titans Go. Like the Teen Titans was a fucking awesome show, cartoon. They ended it. We got Young Justice, and then we ended. Well, Young Justice is now back, but we ended Young Justice for Teen Titans Go.
I like Teen Titans Go. I didn't know what equity was until I watched Teen Titans Go.
Though I did watch the movie of Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, and it was pretty awesome.
Saki.
After all these years, I found. See, the Technodrome blows up every time, and yet every game it comes back.
The cycle of revenge is over now.
Freak the foots. Mangle the Mousers. Total the Technodrome.
Sounds like it was written by a Power Ranger.
Turtle Power! That's Turtle Power.
What about Shredder and Crank? Burned to toast, vaporized, milked around.
It was the 90s. No, late 80s, early 90s.
Maybe liquefied to a milkshake, not vaporized.
Sleep in our beds or shells. Alright, so that was Ninja Turtles the arcade. So this isn't called Ninja Turtles 2 the arcade, it's called Ninja Turtles the arcade.
Yes, because this was the arcade, that was the arcade version.
Now, would you say it was radical or tubular?
It was tubular, dude.
A little gnarly.
Yeah, about to say, I think gnarly.
A little gnarly, yeah.
Alright, let's do some Turtles in time.
Maybe I'm sure this game will be a little Bossa Nova.
Bossa Nova.
Chevy Nova.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to
Don't use drugs, kids.
Never a truer statement has ever been made. Unless you're a rock band.
Yeah. And that was a success.
See, this is we never covered this when we did Turtles, the Out of Their Shells tour.
Well, this is going to be the intro music, if I remember to do it correctly.
Not for nothing, when I was a young lad and this album came out, I jammed out Out of Their Shells.
You gotta.
Yeah, we'll go to 100. That seems to be the number. There we go.
Oh, now there's my April.
Mm-hmm.
My three crushes as a kid: Topanga Lawrence, Kimberly Hart of Power Rangers, and April O'Neil in the yellow jumpsuit.
April O'Neil, Kimberly Hart, and Jessica Rabbit.
You guys are fools. Ellen Hickle beats all of them.
Who?
You never watched Adventures of Pete and Pete?
Oh yeah, of course.
Come on.
Mine was B. Arthur.
Oh yeah, friggin' Golden Girls.
They were.
Or are we talking Maude B. Arthur?
Maude B. Arthur. I think they were only like in their 50s, and they played much older characters.
Was B. Arthur ever young? Like ever?
I seen a picture of her Marine staff picture. She still looks like B. Arthur.
That's the thing in the 80s. Everyone looked older than they actually did, like the Chairs cast. They were all in their 30s, but they all looked like they were in their 40s and 50s. That was the hairstyle.
Must have been, yeah. Jessica Rabbit. A freak of nature.
Oh boy.
Do you remember the movie Cool World?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's an early Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah, it's very early. The funny thing, I bet you a lot of parents, that probably pissed a lot of parents off. They're like, oh, it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
And then they're watching with their kids, and they're like, oh, this is made by some like virgin who's like, okay, it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but like the cartoons want to fuck you.
But even then, I don't.
Everything about it is some like virgin cartoonist where it's like he's the edgiest comic book artist in the world. Like he's in jail for being just too edgy, and he wears a duster and draws the Tick.
I just feel like that. Even Roger Rabbit wasn't really a kids movie.
There was nowhere near as edgy.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I feel like parents today probably wouldn't show their kids that. I mean, I would.
And now he's a fly. A lot has happened.
This is Ninja Turtles 2, Turtles in Time.
So this happened after Hyperstone Heist. Yes.
Well, in the console versions, yes.
Well, I mean, if we're in Turtles in Time, we would maybe potentially be dealing with a multiverse. Like, who knows we're in the same timeline anymore. Well, I guess right now we are, so we fight forward.
Pizza time.
Bunga. They're not even hitting into those hands. They're like a foot apart.
Metalhead's head's a little detached.
So this is my favorite version
of
Metalhead. So in this, you don't fight Rat Gang, right? I don't think you fight Rat Gang. Oh, wait, you do. Do you?
Sure. Maybe it's Leatherhead you fight this one in the sewer.
I don't think you fight Krang in his bodysuit in this. You do in Turtles in Time, Super Nintendo. You fight him in the far-off future. The year 2020.
Is it 20X?
Oh, they don't even give you X. They're like, nope, 2020.
I mean,
where there'll be no viruses decimating the planet or anything like that.
I think the real 2020 is pretty dystopian too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, even today, don't you guys like to go on the highway and your hover carts and just glide around?
Yeah.
And see some awesome cityscape in the back.
Where the roads are made out of a Lisa Frank drawing. I was unaware that Lisa Frank things are still around. I don't know if you guys were aware of Lisa Frank.
Explain to the audience what Lisa Frank is.
Lisa Frank was a designer who did a lot of Trapper Keepers.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of dealt with a lot of neons, bright colors with animals, and that kind of thing. But, it's hard to explain, but if you
grew up in the 90s, you know what.
Do kids still get Trapper Keepers? I mean,
no.
No.
They have Chromebooks now.
Yeah.
But
that's the future.
We didn't get the 2020 in the games, but at least we got the Chromebooks.
Computer class for us was a privilege.
Oh yeah, you had
wasn't like something.
It was a computer lab.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Printing out dicks on bubble printers.
See, for me, it was just me and 10 other dudes playing Quake. And one girl. Shout out, Laura, if you're watching this.
For us, it was Sim Earth or...
Oh, yeah. Sim
City.
Sim Theme Park.
Yep, or Sim Ant.
To go back to the other episodes, I gotta say, one of my favorite episodes we've ever done, this is our Sim City episode.
Sim City was a good one.
That was unusually, relaxing and informative. You know, I think actually I'm gonna see if the reshelled version of this is available. It could be. Maybe it's not. Licensed.
It is on my PS3.
Oh, really?
But my PS3 doesn't always.
You cut that off from the online, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually thinking about archiving off my Wii U.
What the normal Wii is off the internet because I modded it.
It doesn't. There's no internet anymore anyway. You're not playing Netflix.
Well, it's not so much that. Well, there's sometimes there's still random updates, and I don't want to friggin' brick my system.
But I honestly don't. I think those are done too. Maybe not. You know, you never know.
We still get Dance Dance Revolution or whatever.
This Mel has no joke.
I like how he power walks when he walks towards you.
I got they changed the designs during the Shredder's Revenge. Clearly, Ridley Scott was gonna see somebody.
And Mike, I gotta give you, you know how the music in this is the same, obviously the same as Super Nintendo, but it's also the same Hyperstone Heist.
Yep.
Still gotta go with Hyperstone Heist soundtrack. Except for the final Shredder fight. That is Super Nintendo, but the rest is all Genesis.
No, I said it again in the past. Turtles in Time is better than Hyperstone Heist, but I prefer Hyperstone Heist. Damn it! I am the only person.
That's all I have to say about that quick game.
That toe injury was from you, Michael.
I grew up on Hyperstone Heist, so it's my favorite version.
Hyperstone Heist, when I first started collecting again about 12 years ago, that was one of the first games I actually bought on the Genesis. $30 at the time. It's a lot more now.
Yeah.
But
almost triple that.
I remember seeing it and I was like, because I didn't have Charles at the time, and I was like, all right, this'll do me. And it was the first time I really ever played it, and it was great. It was awesome. You fight Tatsu and all that. It was awesome. Now, how many Turtles comics are out today? Like right now?
100. Well, the current series.
Like series. I mean, not like actual comics themselves, but.
How many volumes of the comic?
Right. Yeah.
There's 5 volumes. There's the mirrored series, and then then a volume 2. Then the image series is volume 3. And then there's a volume 4 that came out with Peter Laird, so then they sold it to Nickelodeon. So technically, he can still publish volume 4. And IDW, I guess, is volume 5.
I got one Turtles comic when I was a kid, and the only thing I remember from it is that Raphael kept messing with either Donatello or Michelangelo's headband, and would always just like tighten it real quick when he was behind him to piss him off. That's seriously the only thing I remember. I have no clue about anything else on it.
This is, I mean, in the Merge comics, there's some crazy stuff that happens.
I guess, are we fighting Rat King?
I don't remember.
It's been a while since I played this arc. I played Reshelled a couple years back. And I played Turtles.
I don't remember him being in Reshelled.
Before this, before Shredder's Revenge came out, I actually played some Turtles in Time. For the Super Famicom. Thank you, Michael.
I recently got that myself. No, I'm trying to get Return of the Shredder on Mega Drive, but it's
expensive.
I'm better off getting Hyperstone Heist again.
Well, I know you got that.
Oh yeah.
A lot of pizza monsters. How many meatballs had to hatch for Well, I gotta tell you, after watching this episode, it turned me into a lifelong meatball pizza fan.
Bill's a big fan of Hawaiian pizza.
Sure. Ah, dude, I had to make a couple the other day at my work. For the folks at home, I still work at Market's Kitchen, Market Basket on Bridge Street. If you ever want to go there.
And make sure you order a Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
Or just a pineapple pizza. Yeah, you don't fight.
I had someone make. It was a different kind of wine. It was pineapple and pepperoni.
A little sweet and savory.
Yeah. Hey, it came out looking bomb. I'm not gonna eat it.
I mean, if we've learned anything from the Ninja Turtles, you can really have anything on pizza.
Yeah. Except penicillin.
Yeah. No, the penicillin on pizza Turtles. Yeah.
I gotta say, I do like in Super Nintendo how you go back in time because you're in the Technodrome when it happens, and not just randomly in the sewer.
I was watching an episode. I found this website we can watch the old 80s cartoons. There's one episode where I think Donatello's feeling sick, and then Michelangelo goes, well, you know, sardines and Cocoa Puff pizza is the acquired taste.
You ever try anchovies on a pizza?
I like sardines.
Salty.
Yeah.
A little salty.
So have you ever tried Oreos on a pizza?
No, well, you listen. You can have most anything on a pizza, but I did. Being a big Ninja Turtles fan as a kid, I did try the chocolate chip and marshmallow pizza, which you'll immediately vomit if you'll discuss things.
So it was because of Mr. Deeds when Stupid Semi's character is like, "Oh, did you give me my Oreo pizza or French fries?" I tried it, and it's actually pretty good. They don't. You gotta put it on yourself, mind you, but. That was when I was working at the old R&B Super Ed.
I gotta tell you, nothing makes me want to follow a leader into the battle like hearing Leonardo sound like an 80-year-old Squidward.
they all sound like that, though.
SpongeBob.
I love the green foot soldiers. They remind me of Zelda.
See, ninjas riding dinosaurs, like, you know, this is why Ninja Turtles is so popular. And they're breathing fire, too.
Yeah.
How do you not just like like?
Why would you need sunscreens?
Yeah, that's how heat works. Idiot.
But you know what? We ate it up as kids. So you'd fight Slash here in the Super Nintendo game. You fight Mudman.
Clay faces.
I don't think he was in Turtles. I don't remember him at all.
Muck.
Muck?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might. I mean,
Muckman, I think his name is.
Going back, there's a lot of like random like bad
Actually,
guys.
if Eric's watching this, if you can help us, because you know more about the Turtles cartoon than we do, put it in the comments.
It's amazing how much I don't remember the Turtles cartoon, the original one. I watch almost every episode.
I completely whiffed when we were playing Shredder's Revenge. I'm like, where are they? And you were like, Dimension X. I was like, oh yeah.
There's a lot more episodes than you think there is in the old cartoon.
Well, my favorite is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Now this song on the Genesis rocks.
Yes.
It ain't bad here. It's arcade.
It is better on the Sega.
This makes more sense to protect the sunscreen because you're out in the open ocean, no shade. In the near a volcano, sunscreen will probably wouldn't work for you. If anything, you probably apply an aloe.
Yeah. If you saw Leonardo hitting nothing, it was because I was looking at a different Ninja Turtle.
No matter what you play, arcade, Super Nintendo, those planks in a year was the most obnoxious fucking thing.
Yep.
Although a great animation. It is like...
This is the most beautiful looking Ninja Turtles game of this generation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things. A lot of good things going with this.
A little bit more anime-ish.
But even for its time, it's still understated. You know, they don't overdo it. But it runs fast. Sounds good.
Well, it's funny because it's based on like the '80s cartoon, obviously. Yeah. But you wish the '80s cartoon looked this good.
Yeah.
Because even as the cartoon progressed, they started doing some shortcuts to the animation and got a little stiffer, and you wish it looked this good. Well, I think it's a missed opportunity not to have all these themed foot soldiers in the action they go on.
I think they only have purple.
That's it,
That guy is trying to release it, but it's too expensive to buy a whole set of...
Well, toys in general are I mean, they're not even for kids.
Yeah.
They're really
yeah, look at my fucking room here.
Yeah, they're for more like people your age than they are...
Ooh, it starts raining here. That's...
Oh, there you go. The lightning bolt. Oh, those are some good-looking Togan Radar.
So here you fight Rocksteady and Bebop.
In their pirate gear, too.
You do fight Togar and Razor at one point. I don't remember when, though.
Technodrome.
Yeah.
Right before the elevator level?
I don't think you fight Rocksteady and Bebop in this. I could be wrong.
In Turtles on Super Nintendo, you have Rocksteady in their pirate suits, and then Togar and Razor in the Technodrome.
Yeah. But in the arcade, I don't think you fight Togar and Razor. I'm sorry, Rocksteady and Bebop.
There's Leatherhead.
Yeah.
It's the worst version of Leatherhead.
Yeah, its action figure is just him crawling. It's not like... I don't think you can stand him up.
It's another good level music.
I used to play the Back to the Future Part 3 train scene music to this, and it was
nice.
Early mid-90s. A lot of people like, hey, you have to go back. At some point, we have to go to the Wild West.
Yeah.
And every like Father Goes West, Back to the Future,
which is the greatest Western of all time. Fight me.
Don't at me, bro.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood made a lot of great.
Unforgiven is probably my favorite Clint Eastwood Western.
I think my favorite movie of his is Dirty Harry.
My favorite Western is probably Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all know what my favorite Western is.
Oh, yes.
Back to the Future Part 3.
Friggin' Mary-Kate and Ashley, How the West Was Fun.
Yes.
How the West was fun.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
Rock Soldier seem out of place.
I feel like the foot soldiers though would yeah, I agree with you on that. Would crush the horses when they're riding them.
Yeah, they are robots. I mean, think how heavy the foot soldiers are by themselves.
Horses back then though were sturdy. A lot sturdier than the catered, pampered horse of today.
They don't make those entitled millennial.
Like back then, horses had like a good 20, 30 horsepower. Now they only have 1.
U.S. mail.
Oh, that's how they delivered mail back in the 1800s.
This is an odd train. There's no front side to it.
They should have a postmaster going, what the fuck is going on back here? They're trying to deliver the mail.
Pizza time.
What?
Good job, Mike. I wrecked his lunch. What the hell did you do?
Oh,
I don't know, I just hit him.
I think there's a glitch.
I think it was.
He's just that good, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I don't have the enhancements on.
You must have got right in the balls.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's okay. No, I'm fine. You
Don't
win.
hate the player, hate the game.
There's the
There we
portal
go.
to the future.
The year 2020.
And that's why that's the worst version of Leatherhead.
Yep.
This takes you back to 2 years ago.
They make these for next. Did they ever make these hoverboards?
Yes, but not. They weren't as round. They look more like a skateboard.
These are
No, they didn't make these. They made the sewer level
One's
skateboard.
the sewer surfer.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why there's no actual cars on the road right here? Everyone's home because lockdown.
That's true. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I wish that's what they're really doing in 2020.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of missed that part of COVID.
I wouldn't even mind if COVID was an actual conspiracy by the government. If it meant we all left our homes and this is what we were dealing with. Hoverboards and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was perfectly happy having no traffic and not have to worry about going anywhere because I don't like going anywhere nowadays. I got a game room I can escape to.
I was like that during COVID, and then I think I missed it.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
If anything, I was like, I don't need to go out now. There's COVID out there.
Well, the one thing that did stink was that COVID hit right when we were getting the series off the ground.
Yeah.
Which sucked.
I think we only had a few
eight
episodes.
month
Yeah.
we were doing it for a couple months, and then boom.
Then I was doing it by myself, and I sounded like I had a stroke.
Oh my!
And then I was like, oh. But it was more fun with you guys.
Well, you need it's like a bouncy ball. You need the wall to bounce it off of. You can't just throw it.
It can be fun, but it's not a game.
No.
That's what
No one's gonna watch you do that.
Well, we should have Patrick on the Friday Night Game Night episode.
Oh God!
I didn't execute it very well, but that was actually an American Pie.
If we have Patrick on here, we have to have him play like Ninja Gaiden and
Yeah. No, he has to play every game he gave his stupid insults comment to.
And he'll say, this is okay, but it wasn't any pitfall.
So he has to play Super Metroid, or in Metroid, any game that he commented on.
Let him fight the octopus.
Here he comes.
Pizza time.
Oh, he sees that we're not wearing any mask. He sees that we're not. That's what the bodysuit is. It's just one big mask. Mike, one hit, kill him again.
I don't know how that happened.
Some perfect body there, Rockring.
I don't think I have the easy mode on or enhancements on.
Maybe it's a button on the controller that you do like a one-hit kill.
Maybe you are a game genie.
I am.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
This music is so awesome.
Oh yeah, pumps you up.
Hey.
I think that's the Justice version that does that, right?
They got Michael Jackson to do that one too.
I have a hard time believing there was nobody in the building that could have done a better voice.
Yeah.
Like, has anybody in this office gone through puberty yet?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Oh, let's pick the 87-year-old who's...
Yeah. Maybe it was like a...
I can understand maybe not doing it on the console versions, but they could have got some good voice acting on the. But that's like that with everything, even X-Men in the arcade. Like
that's a game that needs a new re-release.
Yeah. I also have that on my 360. It's either 360 or PS4 I have it on.
Funny thing about that is that game. You remember the movie Pride of the X-Men? Came out as an animated movie. That was it coincided with the game that was coming out, and that was actually the pilot for the X-Men cartoon. It's all because of the game. That's why you know it's Pride of the X-Men. It's the same lineup as the arcade game. I lost track of it. Can you imagine if they had a mob where they were like all in red bandanas?
Us dumb kids couldn't figure it out. That's why they changed the colors around. But their first letter of their name and our belts. You know what? I can understand why they would. I read some of the original comic book. I wish I had more of the issues. I had most of the reprints that came out. And it was almost an exact reprint. When they took their bandanas, well, you couldn't really tell with their bandanas on. When they had their bandanas off and didn't have their weapons, I couldn't tell them apart.
Well, that's how it's like in the current comics too. They hardly ever wear their bandanas, and you can't even tell who's who at the time.
Well, now they do. No, you know what they do? They do the Power Rangers thing where they wear their colors all the time.
Like Mikey's wearing an orange shirt, or Leo has blue shoes on.
Yeah, and Jason would always wear red. Kimberly would always wear pink stuff.
And no one was the wiser.
Yep.
Which, Sophie Campbell, you're a great artist, but I think it's time. I think your time has come.
Do you think when Tommy became the White Ranger, he was like, "Shit, I gotta throw away all my green clothes"?
I think he is. Like, yeah.
I gotta buy nothing but white clothes now.
I don't have a mother and father, so I'm already struggling as it is.
Oh, when Jason became the Gold Ranger, now I gotta buy all gold colors.
Yeah. I gotta buy nothing but gold. It's gonna break them. It's gonna break.
I'm still all my money is my Peace Summit per diem.
I feel seasick.
The funny thing about Jason too is every outfit he wears, from Red Ranger to Gold Ranger, is a choice he makes.
Yeah.
When his outfits are ridiculous when he's a Red Ranger, and then when he comes back to Gold Ranger, he's wearing like a purple bandana with a big, huge black duster.
And he walks in like really slow and
what?
Huh?
How we can that quickly?
Let's go.
I don't think we even.
Maybe I do have the easy mode on. I forgot to shut it off.
But no, because we had to take on. We fought Baxter Dogman and Metalhead normal.
The final shell shock.
Best version of Shredder.
Yep.
And not even when he's Super Shredder, when he's turning into Super Shredder.
This is still Diesel, you know.
Look at that. Just a ripped. Remember that?
We're not killing him with one hit.
He has a lightsaber.
Remember, if he glows green, get out of his way. And again,
He'll hit me 103.
Yeah. He's dead.
Oh, he is. Turtle power.
I always thought those were lockers in the background when I was a kid.
I like how they're playing this, like, oh, that's like, oh, by the way, look, a giant humanoid rat.
Yeah. So in the console games, they say, "Who is these mysterious heroes?"
Yeah, it's like
they don't say anything about the giant rat on TV.
I thought Shredder's Revenge, the punk frogs take the credit for it.
Yeah.
Because the world couldn't handle turtles.
I always like how it looked like Raph was always falling off.
Yeah, he's always. People are always messing with them.
Yeah. Well, that was Turtles in Time.
Yes.
For the arcade.
I'll be honest with you, I forgot we were recording.
That's what I do.
That's just how fun the game is, everybody.
It's pretty immersive, yeah.
But I think we covered the Cowabunga Collection good. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, so
we give it the stamp of approval here Friday Night Game Night.
If you guys want us to do a part 3 of this, we will gladly gloss over the games that me and Steve already did on Totally Turtles, but if not, I'll if I remember to do this when I edit it.
And remember to catch out the old videos too.
Yes.
Some of our oldest ones. And yeah, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Bell, like Steve said.
Yeah, ring that bell. And as always, I'm Mike.
I'm Woody.
Sometimes I'm Steve.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't know.
So yeah, we don't. We pick our names here. Have a nice night,
All right,
everybody.
see you guys.